This is a joyless, soulless exploitation of nostalgia of an IP, and it's a paint-by-numbers kids movie, but with
Man, shut the hell up, Angry Joe Rogan. The hell do you know about Super Mario? If you've been endlessly scrolling through YouTube looking for a decent review of Super Mario, don't watch any of these other pussy-ass YouTubers. Watch me. Certified Hood Classic, let's go. The Super Mario movie is goated. You know a movie is amazing when Seth Rogen plays Donkey Kong. I went into this movie with the lowest of all expectations, considering most video game movies are typically dog shit. But this movie spins an original take on the Mario universe and makes its own story with its own unique characters. It really humanizes Mario and gives him a family and puts him in Brooklyn for the first third of the movie and quickly establishes a full world. Chris Pratt as Mario could have been a real dumpster fire, but I actually came out of this movie being pleasantly surprised. It didn't annoy me as much as I thought it would. And Charlie Day perfectly embodies a very scared Luigi, and I thought that his performance was pretty good too. This movie is an absolute love letter to Nintendo fans. It has references to Super Mario Galaxy, Mario Kart, and even Super Smash Bros. Everything from the abilities to the power-ups to the locations, everything is pulled straight from the games. The story is pretty paper thin, but it takes strides in trying to set itself apart from the games. I really thought a lot of the voice actors would take me out of this, but I actually kind of enjoyed them for what this story is trying to be. The movie absolutely looks incredible and has its own unique soundtracks. They're like the video game soundtracks, but they're remixed to fit in line and be unique with this movie. There was so much happening and there was so many references and even some new characters too. After the success of this movie, no doubt they're going to make way more Nintendo animated movies. It plays out a lot like an origin story, as this is Mario's first time in the Mushroom Kingdom. So this is the first time that he meets the likes of Toad, Donkey Kong, and Princess Peach. And speaking of Princess Peach, she actually has a way better role than she typically does in the games. She's not just a typical damsel in distress, she actually has her own plot line and even fights alongside Mario. Jack Black really surprised me as Bowser as well. His voice for Bowser is a lot different than what I would expect for a Mario movie, but it works for this interpretation of the character. And that's basically the same story for Donkey Kong too. Seth Rogen really surprised me in this movie. I thought he would be the dumbest choice to play Donkey Kong, but now that I think about it in hindsight, he's actually the perfect choice. I don't know if this is offensive or not, but he just looks like the human equivalent of Donkey Kong, you know what I mean? The only performance I wasn't a huge fan of was Anna Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach. I wouldn't go as far as to say that she did bad, but she didn't seem as committed as the other cast members. She also just didn't really seem like the exact right fit for Princess Peach in my opinion. She didn't do a bad job per se, I just don't think she's the right fit for the role. But to afford such a big star-studded cast like this movie had to have a huge budget, and it shows in the visuals. This movie looks absolutely incredible, like I said before. It's one of the best looking animated films of all time, and it truly does the Mario world justice. There's a lot of stuff I still wish we got to see, and the movie felt like it was moving at a pretty brisk pace. It felt like it really moved and brushed over certain details pretty quickly, but this movie undoubtedly sets up for a sequel. They even included a reference to the plumbing commercial from the old 80s movie. It's actually hilarious.
The Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. When your sink is in trouble, you could call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers.
Thank you, Super Mario Bros. It seems like the only thing you haven't drained is my bank account.
The movie takes you all over the Mushroom Kingdom and its surrounding areas, and it beautifully captures the Mario universe. And we finally get a decent look at the little Italian plumber's backstory, as he gets a full family here. The critics are super divided for whatever reason, and I can't even believe it. Are they watching a different movie or something? I came out of this movie thinking it was genuinely amazing, and I loved it. I think it's a 10 out of 10. I mean, video game movies have been known to be notoriously bad, and finally in this day and age we're starting to get some decent ones. And let's be real, it's not like this is going to be any worse than that stupid live action Super Mario Brothers movie. I don't care what any of these moron critics are saying. They don't know what the they're watching. Go out and support this movie. It genuinely is one of the best animated movies I've ever seen. The Super Mario Brothers movie is a certified hood classic.
The Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. When your sink is in trouble, you could call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers.
Thank you, Super Mario Bros. It seems like the only thing you haven't drained is my bank account.